Alright then. I've just finished recording that last episode of Rallisport Challenge 1, where I decided that I could not handle it at all. So, wait. So instead of bothering with Rallisport Challenge 2 anymore, because I can't handle it, I am instead gonna play Rallisport Challenge 2. Because from everything I've seen, it should be better. It should be better. I've even played a little bit of this one, rather than messing about and starting from scratch like I did with Rallisport Challenge 1. So I know what I'm in for, know what to expect. It feels much better than Rallisport Challenge 1, I know that for a fact. There's more content. I think, pretty sure the cars drive like actual cars. This should be pretty good. So we're starting where everyone should start, with amateur. I'm gonna go amateur, pro, champion, and then finish with Super Rally, because that's just what you do. So, to start out with, we have the Novice Rally Invitational, just to make sure. Okay, so all of these should have different names from the other ones, because I'm planning on naming these like I named the TT Superbikes videos, where I just named the episode after the championship that's in it. So everything's locked at the start. I have a choice between a Skoda and a Hyundai. I'm going to go with a Hyundai. I'm also going to change how I pronounce it every time. So, 3 rally stages for this first episode. And I'm going to show you, or I should hopefully be able to show you, why I think that Rallisport Challenge 2 is miles better than Rallisport Challenge 1 and worth actually finishing. If something were to happen, and I were to change my mind on whether or not Rallisport Challenge 2 is worth playing, then next week I'll probably be playing another WRC game. But in this one, luckily, the cars actually turn. And that's if I could find out which button did what. There's reset, there's change view. Okay. I need to be as far away from the car as possible. Luckily, this is the very beginning race on the easiest mode, so resetting there shouldn't have cost me too much time, but I should probably be careful not to do that in future. Otherwise, I might have another Rallisport Challenge 1 style meltdown. And no one wants to see that. No one wants to see that. So, commentary. Because I spent all of the Rallisport Challenge 1 video whinging about Rallisport Challenge 1. Didn't use any of the commentary. Not that I had any commentary planned. I never have anything planned. But I do have one or two things I could probably talk about. The first is that I started watching a show on YouTube, but it's not a YouTube show, it was a television show. But I'm watching it on YouTube because it's not on television anymore. And even if it was on television these days, I don't think it ever came to England, because it's a Canadian show. Although, you do get a lot of shit Canadian cartoons all around the world. So, I don't know. But it's not really a cartoon, and it's not for kids. Or at least it tries not to be for kids. So, probably it never came over here. It is, drumroll please, it's called What It's Like to Be Alone. It's a good show. It's got some good laughs. It's got some good depressing characters as well, and nice depressing things that happen. Yeah, easy win. Easy win. Oh, I'm enjoying this already. I'm having a great time. I've relaxed so much from dealing with Rallisport Challenge 1 right now. I'm totally zen right now. This is great. This is great. This is so good. Isn't this the best? Isn't this just the best? I think it is. There's a thumbnail. Perfect. Everything's just perfect. Apart from my speedometer is in kilometers an hour. I'm going to have to sort that out. Next time I see an options menu, I'm going to change that. And I didn't check to see if there was music on either. I'll have to sort that out as well. But apart from that, everything's perfect, because the cars actually drive in this game. So, there's already a game on my list of failures. Games that I didn't complete. I'll note that one down on the failures board, and then I'll come back to it. I'll come back to it when a few years have passed, I reckon. When I've completed a lot of games, then I'll give Rallisport Challenge another go. But it's being shelved as a work in progress. It's like when you go on Mal and you write down a show as on hold and then you don't go back to it for years and years. It's going to be like that. But there's only 5 events of that game to go, so when I do eventually go back to it, it won't have to be for long, hopefully. Unless I'm still as shit at it in the future as I am right now. I don't know, we'll see. I want to have at least finished Gran Turismo 3 before I go back to Rallisport Challenge. But this game is starting out a breeze. An absolute breeze. This is a dream so far. Feels good. It actually looks pretty good, I'd say. I mean, I know there are better looking games from this era around. I'm talking about 2004. But, all in all, pretty alright. I'm also pretty sure this video will be stuck in 480p, and there's a reason for that, and it's not my fault, alright? It's Microsoft's fault. Because what they did when they released the Xbox, I'm not sure about all of Europe, although it might be PAL. PAL Xboxes are locked to like 480p, which is bullshit, alright? And I don't understand why. Which must be why the PS2 was so much more popular and successful over here, is because Microsoft deliberately gimped themselves for some reason. But what can you do, eh? Microsoft gonna Microsoft. Oh shit, this is a corner. Oh, the brakes actually work in this game. This must be the reason why everyone has Let's Play Rallisport Challenge 2 and not Rallisport Challenge 1. This game is much nicer. I promise I am going to stop going on about Rallisport Challenge 1 at some point. I just want to get it across how much better that I think this game is so far. Maybe at some point it's going to do something that forces me to change my mind. But until then, I'm happy as a clam. Because if there's one thing I've learned from playing some of the Midnight Club games recently on my own time, is that a lot of games other people have, because all the games that I have, well, I don't have nostalgia for games, because all the games that I played when I was a kid I still play now, And it hasn't exactly been decades since I was a kid. So, I mean, you know, there's not a lot of room for me to have nostalgia. So I don't have nostalgia. Because all the games that I keep coming back to are ones that are actually legitimately good. And there are a couple of, there's maybe one or two stinkers in there, but not really. And the games that other people have nostalgia for tend to be pretty shit. So it's just another case of me being right all the time and everyone else being wrong. But that was the first episode of Rallisport Challenge. Next week, I'm going to do the Americross Open Rallycross event.